good afternoon and welcome to another Scale Model Ninja. As you can see, we're in the new room. So we have the Lego room now. So it's all been rebuilt and you can see all different Legos all around the place. And there will be new shelves and everything going up to go with that. As you can see, we'll be starting this little thing today. So as I said in the description, we have... Hang on a minute. For some reason we're getting feedback. Oh, there we go. That's that sorted. Well, at least I know it's going out live. So yeah, so we're starting the Philosopher's Stone Collector's Edition proper Lego. So instead of calling it Lego, I can actually call this one Lego because it is the real name for it. So yeah, now we've got this set is 1,571 pieces. So I won't be completing this one in a whole session, I think, today. But we have Mr. Panda Cat in chat saying meow. So good afternoon, Panda Puddy. So this one, I've been after this for a while. And then I brought it about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But it is because I needed something to do before we start the Titanic build. Now, the Titanic build is a huge set. I think I don't remember how many pieces that is. It's around the other way, but I will grab it. So I'll see that in a minute. And then we've got to sort that out quickly so I can actually read what bags there are in each one and find the instructions. So first of all, let's see if I can turn you around. Now, this thing, is a proper one. It's the actual Lego set of the Titanic one. The reason why I'm not starting it at the moment is because I will be building this at the same time as I'm actually building a 1/200 model one. But I'm waiting for the lighting set for this. So when it's all done, it'll actually all light up and everything as well. But yeah, we've spent a number of years saving up for this. 2.5 years to be precise. And I finally had enough money put away to get this because my other son actually asked me to get it because he wanted to see it built. But as I said, this is going to be built when I get the lighting set, and there is 9,090 pieces to it. Yes, it wasn't cheap, but it is a iconic set, a bit like the Millennium Falcon in that way. And it will get built, but we do have a couple of different Lego sets that we have got. So we actually have some proper Lego sets, because when I picked up this one, I actually went in there and looked around today. And the other set we've got is a Ninjago set. Now this is one of the collector's edition ones, again, because it should have a limited edition figure in it. So, and there's by all accounts 15 or 17, I can't remember now, or 7 of them to collect of the official figures. Now, one of the main reasons why I got the Ninjago one is because I've got one of my sons that he wants to have the figures for it. So I thought, okay, fine, I'll let him have them. So yeah, it should be fun. So we've got a few people in chat joining us as well. So Pan's saying yes, you're live, and then we have Jeff Light in saying hi, Ross, and he's also saying hi to Panza. So good afternoon, Jeff and Maggie. And then we have John Paul from across the pond. He's saying morning. So afternoon, well, morning to you, John Paul, and afternoon to the rest of the English people. And you got Panza saying hi to Jeff and John. and Jeff saying hi to John Paul, and then that's it. Now the biggest question is, we have today is, will there be blood? Well, hopefully not. So we did get a bit of super glue in there, and it stuck together quite happily. So keep splitting open just a little bit every so often, but that's only because if I put any pressure on it. But we try not to. So we'll find the instruction booklet, whatever that is. And then we've got to put these all in order. There's quite a few bags in this. Now, this room, I intend, I don't take one, so that's the first one to start off with. Then we take two. We'll put there. Where's the instructions? Aha! We have found the instructions. We're in the paper bag. I do like how Lego we've gone to the paper bag, so that's one I must admit. It's more eco-friendly, I suppose, in a way. That's number 4. So I'm going to try and put these in order. Ooh, I've got some plates there. I'll put them up in there. 14. 13 there. 13, 14. 12. Bag food. 11. Bag 10. Bag 6. Bag 15. Put these in order, like so. And number 9. 7, 8. So there we go. Yes, to say that the scalpel, when it went into my finger, as you can see, it's still fairly well bruised all my fingertip area, because I think the actual tip of the blade is still in my finger. So I noticed afterwards that the actual tip was missing from the blade, because I think that's stuck in the bone in my finger. So it is still a bit swollen, and if it doesn't sort of like heal up properly, looks like I might have to go into A&E, just have it looked at and get it scanned and see if there's a bit of metal in there. But usually your bones sort of grow around it and sort of like have no issues. Especially with stainless steel, because it doesn't generally rot or anything like that. So yeah, hopefully we'll be fine. Now, the new setup in here, we've got the cameras. I've got to get a proper microphone set up for it here, but that's when I get the proper computer as well. Because at the moment I'm just running off my laptop, because I'm using this as a study area, and I'll be doing Pokemon draws and all Lego builds. I'll be doing all Pokemon builds, Lego builds, Pokemon draws, Lego builds, and the Mustang part works. That'll all be done in here. And as well as I'll be using this area as my study area. So the last thing I need is a big laptop in the way. So what I will be doing is I'll be getting the computer, same one as what I've got upstairs in the attic, and that's a Dream Quest. Brilliant little machines. Do all the studio stuff that I need on them. And everything like that. So yeah, I suppose with the desk and the chair to set up this room, it's cost me less than £200. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It's taken a bit of a while for everything to get saved up slowly, but the two young lads, they've actually seen what the room looks like. And as I told them, I will be doing some more work in here, putting shelves up and like that. So yeah, we have got there. Not fully, but working on it. And we've got double-sided desks, so we've got one side here and then one side here. Yeah, it looks like we have Mr. Apple joining us, saying that will stop you giving someone the bird drops. Well, it won't, because it'll have almost like a question mark on top. It swells up too much. Then he's saying, afternoon, Puddy Tat, Meow, Jeff, and John Paul. So yeah, we'll have a look at this booklet. Oh, so this is the 25th anniversary of Harry Potter. Surprising how long it's been when you think about it. 25 years since it first came out. That's pushing something. And the actual instructions have pictures from the films in it. So you've got a bit of history as well as the history of all the Lego sets that come out. Very good. So you can see you've got a complete history of all the Lego sets and the timeline from when they came out. So yeah, quite a few. So this set is called the Philosopher's Stone set, and yeah, so we have a little Harry Potter figure to do. That'll be in the first lot by the look. So we've got bag number 1. It's like at the moment I am literally itching to get started on the Titanic, and yeah, I can't. I want the actual lighting set to turn up first. Even though I probably have to do a shitload of quite a bit of stuff before I can even get a chance to do the lighting, but it's just one of them. It's a set that it sort of like inspires people to do it. And as I said, I will be doing. I was spoken about it's good really because that means I've got time to finish off the Lancaster before I start this. And then we have Mark's Mods joining us saying, good afternoon, everybody. So, afternoon, Mark. And we've got Apple saying hi to Mark. And then we've got Mark saying, does that mean, Ross, that when you go through metal detector, the alarm will go off? Probably, because it's stainless steel. So, it depends how big an item it takes to set the system off. But yeah, probably. So, that's obviously lots of little bits in there. And it looks like Harry's legs are in there, I think, as well. And we have another one of the original Lego orange doodaddies, as I call them. So we have parts for Harry. And we got his hair. 1 second, I've just got a delivery coming in. Look what this is. Ugh. I don't know what this is. I'll just put it up here. I'll find out. I think it's something to do with the energy saver things that I've ordered. But okay, we'll see later on. You've got Mark saying hi to Panzer. Also, with this desk, I'm going to get one of the circle lights that will just go over here, this area. So it sort of lights up the area a bit more. So I'm just actually literally relying on the LED lights underneath the bench. So we'll change, there's a camera. And put it into benchy cam. And there we go. Let's see what I'm doing here a minute. There we go. Put you there. So there we go. Yeah. Hopefully, now we've got that sorted. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we've got to build Harry. He's a little squat dude. Where's his head? There he is. And you can put him as if he's like in terror, or you can turn it round, twist him round, and have him smiling. He's even got a little lightning bolt. There we go. That's probably by giving me a little wand as well. I'm looking at to send out a spare one, so we're going to put that in the John Wick mug. I won't use it. Come here. Okay, why have you got it there? Finally, but then knocked his head off. And there we go. So we've got little Harry. I'll slow you down. I'll put you up there for the time being, Harry. Got a Panda Cat saying hi to Mark, and he's also going hi again, Apple. And then we've got Mark saying, idea, why not get a magnet? And if it sticks to your finger, you'll know there's metal in it. And you're saying hi to Panda. Yeah, well, I suppose in a way I could do that, but it is a chance that it might pull it out at the same time and cause more damage to more nerves, which is one thing I don't really want to do, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's a good idea of what I could do, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just waiting for something for the instructions to sit up to, so I can actually put this instructions up here, out of the way on a thing, so it's easier for me to read and everything. At the moment, we've got them on the bench because it's then restricting what movement I've got on the bench. Now, normally, I wouldn't, as you know, I don't generally buy proper Lego, as they call it, or Lego branded bricks, what sort of thing. I normally only buy like the Lego versions, but in this case I've made an exception because they are the Harry Potter sets. But I have been looking online, and I've recently come across Blue Bricks. They're based in Germany. Now, they're not the cheapest kits in the world, don't get me wrong, but they're still cheaper than Lego. Now, those kits themselves are actually pretty damn good. I mean, they've actually got some Stargate Atlantis ones, and as well as Stargate Universe. Not sorry, Stargate itself. So they've got the F503, the O'Neill, and the Prometheus. They've also got like a piece of the Stargate itself in Lego build, which would be quite an interesting build, to say the least. And they've actually got some really good kits as well. But the only thing I'm sort of like looking into at the moment is the cost of having them delivered. Because at the moment it's pretty hellish trying to get stuff from the EU, as you know, back to the UK. Okay, so we need 2 U. There. Does that work? Because we're all cost-effective way of doing things. Panzer saying, for those of you who are not aware, Ross is currently saving up to become Scottish. I mean, we're all skinflint, yeah, we know. But I mean, there's some sets, like as I said, the Titanic. You have to get them in the Lego brand. It doesn't matter how much you don't want to, but it's one of those things that you basically have to do, in my opinion. It's only right, because they're the iconic set. And then as soon as I get the lighting for this one, I'm looking forward to actually building it. I mean, this one cost the Titanic. It's cost me 690 altogether. So yeah, and I think this one, with my discounts that I got from buying the Titanic, I got this one instead of I think it was 89. I got it for, was it 46? So yeah, big savings when you add the points up. Because when I bought the Quinjet a couple of months ago, I had points from that as well. So yeah. So that's you onto there. Now, and like every other show that I do, if you would like to come and join in, you're more than welcome. I will put the link in chat in a minute. You're more than welcome to come and join in and enjoy the chat. So let's do that now. And we've got Wayne Wellian. Yep, we've got Wayne Wellian saying, why is Ross transitioning to Scottish? Well, I suppose the Yorkshire and the Scottish, we've got a lot of things in common when it comes to being skimplings. And we like good savings. Now, as I said, if anybody would like to come and join in, there is the link for the stream, and you're more than welcome to come and join us. I'll be happy to have people on, as I usually am. Right. Today. Now this will be the second owl. Whatever is that? The owl's name is here now. I can't remember. But this is the second owl one I've got. The other one I've got is actually the wings move on it, which belongs to Roran, and that's downstairs in the living room at the moment. It will be migrating up to here when I get round to sorting everything out and putting the shelves up in here. Well, sadly, I do wear a flat cap. I don't have a whippet. And you got Wednesday, so he'll be a poor Scots then, log. Yeah, probably. Even poorer. The way things going at the moment with society and everything. So we need that one. And we want you. There. Move you out of it. Then you need you and you. Oh. Anyway, that one. Today. Today. You today. You onto there, and that one. Oh, no, first of all we need you and no, I've not actually seen how big this gets yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. You know, you're going to go across there. And onto there. And you're there. And then we want that one in the middle. So you want you. You. And you. And we join you. There. And then we've got you. You. Oops. So, and then you want to do like so. Everybody saying hi to Wayne, and then Mark was saying hi to Jeff, and Wayne saying hi Jeff and Panzer and all. And we've got Wayne Wade saying I got to find a cheap way to post off some of my stashed King kits as they offered £125 for all the stuff. And use either one of the big courier firms. I mean, depending on how much stuff you've got you're sending and what the weight is. If you've got it under a certain weight, i.e., I don't know, under 10 kilos, and the box size isn't exactly going to be overly sized, then you can use Royal Mail, and it's generally about £8-9 tracked as a parcel, and you can basically pay for it online, and then they'll print the label off for you and bring the label and collect it, so you can pick it up there, and it costs you about an extra £3, if that. That's one of the services you can use. Now, with that, there's also DPD. I wouldn't use Every, or whatever you want to call it nowadays, or whatever they're trying to rename themselves, whatever. So when they keep going bust due to really bad sort of like vibes of whatever they're doing. Okay, so we need onto there, and then I mean, when I sent stuff over to Marcus, it used to be about £36, and that was going over to Sweden. And I'll be sending like 13-14 kilo boxes, quite big ones. So yeah. Yeah, DHL, another good service, reasonably priced. It's simple enough just to look into the firms. Just go online, and then when you go onto their front page, say send a parcel, it will give you the average price per parcel and size of box for you, so you can then pick which one it is. And as long as you put the actual correct weight of whatever you're sending, then you're great. So by all accounts, I need 2 of these. And we need a baggie too. So we've got another got spare bits. We'll put them in John got most of the time in. And now on bag number 2. And we've got other small little baggies in here as well. Put them 2 there for a minute. That gritty thing. Where have you gone? Where'd you hit the carpet? This is why I need another light type thing in here. Ah, see ya. There you are. Ah. Yeah, he goes, Wayne's going like, thanks, yeah, I avoid every dark to play. Yeah, I mean, at one time, they used to be a really, really good service. I mean, you could rely on them. But then they went for a page where sort of like everybody that they hired was nicking everything. I mean, there was a guy that I know that ordered nearly £6,000 worth of Pokemon cards. And it turned out they delivered empty boxes because some clever clog decided it'd be a great idea to write on the label what was in the box. But lucky enough with the other firms, they have it on the information what they have on the paperwork for themselves, but the rest of the time it's actually private, so they're not getting sort of like ripped into. You've got Mark Moss saying the astronauts located my parcels from Every on the moon. It wouldn't surprise me. Artemis did its latest delivery, did it? Is that why they send them up there to try and retrieve your every parcels. I mean, there was an ad with the Artemis pod, and it showed a jar of Nutella floating past. Got Mr. Harry Potter sign. Now these plates here, I've got to get a load of them for my Babylon 5 build. I want to change the ones that are on there at the moment, which are not the flat plates. I want to change them over so they can actually go the smooth ones. Well, we'll be looking into that on Bricklink or Brickowl, one of the two. You got one way of saying, you know, the Royal Mail thing, do you need to package it beforehand or do you want? No, you package it up. You basically put it in the box, get it all boxed up, weigh the box. If you use your, I would say your wife's scales, but that's between you and your missus, if she lets you. Use them, put on there, and you'll get an average weight, which is like either 4, 5 or 6 kilos or whatever it is. Write that on the box, and then when you actually fill in the information on the Royal Mail site, it'll ask you for an average of, like, when you go into the system, it will show well, sometimes I might be able to show it, so hang on a second. Let's see if I can bring this other screen up a minute. Hopefully it's not affecting my stream. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Now, if I decline them. That's not the right one. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my tablet. Okie dokie. This should make it a bit easier to understand. So, go wheel tweaking. There's Royal Mail send a parcel. And you click on Royal Mail. And it should bring up. There it is. Okay, so you got this front page. Now say your parcels are up to 20 kilograms. So you click on that one. You type in the weight. So if you go basically on there, so it's between 5 and 10 kilograms. You click on that one, so then you basically £7.35 for 20 up to 20 kilograms. Quite simple. Then you press continue. Then it gives you a list of different different postal services that you can use. So you got Express 24, Track 24, which is one I normally use, and it'd be £8.55 to send anywhere in the UK. So then once you click on there, it goes up. Then you basically decide whether you want them to print the label, and you sort of like, get them to print the label for you, and then you basically book your time, pay for it. Once you've paid for it, it will send you a confirmation email of the service you've paid for, and it will give you, because you pick up time, and say it's like if I booked this one now and I want it to be picked up on Wednesday morning, and then you have a period of time between that Wednesday morning time where it will get picked up, and then they'll bring the label. You just stick the label on the box for you. They take a photograph saying they picked it up, and off it goes. Straightforward, fairly simple, and not bad price if you're going up to 20 kilos of stuff. But it's got to be kept in that box size, so 46 by 46 by 61. If it's a bigger box, then you just basically type in a different box. Yeah, you can drop it off at the local sorting office once it's actually paid for, but you've got to print the label off. Or I think there is a service available if you go down to the sorting office where you get a QR code, and you can basically go in, scan the QR, and it prints the label off there at the office, at the post office or whatever, and then you can just basically hand it over. But I normally get them to just collect it, but then again, I'm at home more often because I'm at home studying, so it's easier for me. But yeah, it's a fairly straightforward system to use, especially if you're sending within the UK. And as I said, it's all Track 24, so you can tell exactly where everything goes. So yeah, that's my public service duties done today. Come in there. Lots of meat. I will use the Track 24. And can you drop it? Yep. So then saves waiting in house. It does indeed. But to me, as I said, if you sort of like not needing to go to working like that, with me studying at home and doing half my course online, it's easier for me to have it collected. Especially when you're sending some of the heavier parcels out, it does make sense just to have them pick it up in the van. It saves you dragging everything around. And Mike goes, thanks for the help. Hey, you're more than welcome, mate. Glad we're able to help. Submit. So we need you and you. Need that to go on there. Mr. Harry Potter sign. Over there. This is what I need, the instruction manual holder. To give you a bit more space. There we go. You put there like so. Need one of you. And you're going to there like so. Need two of you. soup. And the other two of you. Come here. Like that. And so, and then one yellow into there. Like that. Okay. Go. Wayne's going. Yeah, because I work term time, Monday to Friday. Yeah, it's they can pick up on a. I'm not sure. I think they do a Saturday pickup. So, yeah. I mean, you can arrange. I think the latest pickup during the daytime is about 9 o'clock. I think in the evening, they'll come around and pick up then. But I know they do deliver on the Sundays as well around here, where I am. I need then 2 of you. So you are going to go onto there. And you onto there. Then we need these two. It's getting quite big now. But the one thing I like about the actual Lego instructions is that they are fairly well set out and they are really clear. Unlike some of the off-brand kits where you're having so many sort of instructions thrown at you in one page. The Lego ones do actually spread it out quite a bit, which is good, I suppose. And when I've actually done the shelvings and everything like that for this room, I will be putting like LED lights to those shelves as well. So just to light up the models and everything. And there's going to be a TV going up on the back wall. So yeah, but the TV is going to be one of the last things I ever put in here because I want to keep it as a study area where I can actually study and not sit here watching TV because it's like it's there to use, if you know what I mean. It's one of the reasons why I find it hard to study downstairs. It's because my TV's so simple to grab hold of and it's like, yeah, okay, I'll sit and watch TV for a bit. Which is never a good idea. One of you. And then one of you. And then one of you. We've got Revo Dave joining us saying, hi all, I have a question. When uploading a video of your model, what one is best not for the kids or for the kids? Depends on what you mean by uploading. Are you meaning putting it onto YouTube? If you're doing that, if you're wanting it set so that kids can view it, then you have certain settings that you can do on your system. When you do set up your YouTube page, or you can individually set the age limits on each video you put upload. It's fairly straightforward to do. You just go into your settings for each video. Got Wayne saying hi, not for kids, which is one of the things that you can put onto it. Like if you look on my page, there's certain videos that are for kids only, and then there's ones that aren't for kids. And generally they're the ones that you're not swearing in and everything like that. Got Mark, everybody saying hi to Revo. Then we need You onto there. And that one onto there. You in there, and then you in there. Yeah, well, when you set it to the not for kids section, it stops everybody commenting. When you set it as for kids only, it's more child friendly. Then it stops all comments. It turns off the comment section, which I found out when I was messing about with it because I just tested it out one day. And then you are going on there, like so. One of you. That one. You and then one of you. How are you? There. You have Mr. Square. And you. You and that one. And little chippy. There we go. Mark saying making videos for kids turns off the comments due to cyberbullies. Yeah, in a way, it is a good thing. Something needed to be done because there are too many kids having issues and basically unaliving themselves because of the way people were treating them, well, other kids were treating them, and not just kids, but adults were actually saying things to them as well. And yeah, you got to be a certain kind of sick person, especially an adult, to do that to a little kid. And then when they get caught, they deserve to whatever happens to them. That's it. One there. One there. Right, there we go. And oh, put that in the wrong place. That one. Put that one right there to go that way round. So you to there. You up there. Get there, stay there. You up there. And you onto there. I think this is the part that represents the chessboard. Next, we need little triangle bits. Go in there, and there we go. Next is need one of you, and you're going onto there. And we need one of you and one of you. And then one of you. one red piece, and that goes on there. This bit's going to go into like so. You can do. When it goes, also, if it's for kids, it won't play in the background. What we were saying, that would happen to my video, comments were off. Okay, thanks. Adults only. Yep. I mean, my one's set for adults, but I do have certain videos that I have purely got for kids only. And it's like for my son to view this video, he can watch it live, but he just can't comment. It's set up that way. So unless he's using an adult person's account, but if he was using his account, he can't comment on this video because he's not old enough. Because mine's set for 18 plus. Okay. I've got a bit more. These to put in now. So then you need one of you, and you're going to go in that way, that locks over. You on the top, and one of you there. Like so, and then you've got 5 of these, or 4 of these. So as I said, if anybody wants to come and join in, they're more than welcome to. The link is in the chat. I'll put it in again, just in case anybody does want to come and join in. And there you go. And you're more than welcome to come and join. It's always good to have somebody to chat to when you're doing building like that. But so that's that bit done. Next up is one of you. You. And 2 little square ones. That one. And a white twine. Come here. And you go into there. And next we want one of the bigger ones. So you. And we want you want it there. Oh, come here. You want it there. That one there. 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 A white triangle. yeah, I think now that I've got the now that I've managed to save up for get tape then onto there's some double sided tape for that. Now I've got the Titanic, I will be saving up for my next big build, which I'm actually thinking of getting the once they release it, that is the Avengers helicarrier. That's one set I'd like to get a hold of. But then there's also certain Star Wars sets I'd like to get a hold of as well. And one of them is the big Millennium Falcon. That is my dream kit, I think, for Lego. I think it is for a lot of people. So Lego's a bit like my modelling ideas. I don't have any one set of genre. I just build whatever I like. So yeah. Okay, so we do this one again, do we? That one, and then that one. You onto there. You onto there. That way around. Nope, I haven't done the wrong way around. First one that way. And that way. Yeah. And then that forward one. There you got Wayne saying, my dream kit is the Baneblade from 40k. Yep, I built one of them. Very, very nice kits to build. There is actually my build I did live on YouTube. So the actual, if you look into things like near the start of my channel, you'll find my Baneblade build. There we go. Well, I think as of a model kit, my next kit that I'm going to save up for is the HK 132 Grand Slam Lancaster. Now that I've got the Dam Buster and I've got the B1, so I can have all three variants. Where I'm going to put the damn things when I finish them, ain't got a Scooby. They're made up, hanging up in the room in here somewhere. Or I may turn them into a coffee table downstairs in my living room once I've built a coffee table for them to sit in. But yeah, that's what I'll probably end up doing, actually, building a coffee table to have them sort of like sit on in my living room. We now need 3 of these. Tweet. I have every intention of magnetizing it to if and when I get one. Well, Wayne, I mean, sometimes if you look on eBay, you may be sort of like lucky and find one on there. Now, my one I brought from Games Workshop, but that was before the sudden price hike where everything went up stupid. So yeah, it's I was lucky that way, in that respect. And I used my own paint scheme for it. Three. Oh, I need one more. And then we've got you sitting on the end, like so. You sitting into there, and then you on there, like so. And you, and then we want when I do the Titanic, that's going to have it comes with its own LED light kit. Now I am debating whether or not to get the wooden decks for it, but I'll probably end up building majority of it as of out the box sort of state, standard sort of thing. So yeah, it is something that tempts me to basically get that sort of thing, wooden decks and that, but I wouldn't go the full hog on the rest of the stuff that's available. I think it's slightly, in my opinion, slightly overpriced for a bit of tin, as I call it. And in that respect, I probably would agree with Marcus on that. It's a pain in the ass in some photo etch. But if it's Marcus doing it, then it's never a pain because it's always a good laugh. And we all know how much Marcus really enjoys doing the photo etch things. There. And no doubt that's going to go on there. That one's going to go on there, which it does. And then we've got these two onto there, and onto there. And we've got these to go across here as well. And these two go onto there. And the little Harry Potter plaque goes onto there. So now we have Harry Potter. We've got a few little bits spare there. That's it. I think we should be starting bag 3. Anyway, after we got this done. So we want one of these, and you going across the middle. Let me just cover one more, like so, and then that one go there. You over there, and then you into there. Okay. And then we want you turn around, go onto there, like so. We've got Following Ghost joining us saying, "Hi everyone, good evening Ghost," or afternoon I should say. And Ethel saying hi to Ghost, and then Ghost saying hi to Ethel. We've got more spare parts, they go into the John Wick mug. Like so, they'll go into the tub of joy, the spare Lego section. And we're now on to bag 3. We have another little bag as well. Some sort of remnants of a do. Now I do have another second-hand Harry Potter set that I will be building at some point, but I think there's a couple of pieces missing from it that I've got to order off of Brick Owl, which I might do this weekend and get them ordered by going through the set to make sure that what pieces are missing and everything. And I'll get them ordered. So then it's the older version of 9 Privet drive, which is the Dursley household. So there is a new version out, which is like a double-sided. Well, it's a house that actually opens up, which I will be getting at some point. We've got cogs and everything in here now. Little flames and little tiny chest pieces by the looks of it. Okay, so now we need one of you and you. You got Mark saying I need to get back to doing my 1/200 Titanic because I'm turning it into an RC. Oh, nice. I mean, I've got 5 of the 1/35th Italeri boats in 1/35th scale. I'm intending to actually turn one of them into or 1 or 2 of them into RC boats, just to see how to do it, sort of thing, and then use that as a sort of like practice session to doing it. And 3. You go there. And you want one of you. Yep. You. Okay. Single block grey. 2 single pins. I think once I've got the Titanic done, I'll probably end up then starting on the 148 submarine build. But again, I'm probably going to end up buying a lighting set for that as well. But the Titanic's probably going to be the first model I ever put electricities to it. So if it goes up in flames, it's what happens. It is what it is. But knowing my luck, it probably will go up in flames now that I've said it. There. Yeah, and we've got 4. Oh, spine. Spine. First time I've actually ever used one of them. Need you. go in there. What am I saying? Did you get a sinking feeling, Revo? And we saying, yes, lol. And you got Apple saying, great, Mac support for NHS Scotland refuses to go around my belly, but for the same company via Amazon managed to secure a better belt, which has elastication nodes, lower back is killing me. Well, if you will eat all the donuts there, Apple, it goes somewhere and generally around your gut. That's why it's not going to fit round a smaller belt. And telling the NHS nurses you only weigh 7 stone when you weigh about 20 is a wrong idea. Okie dokie, now we need 2 of these. And 2 flat plates. And 2. Okie dokie. Now we need 1 of you. One of you. Flat block 2. Like so. And that goes onto there. And supposedly we have some stickerage somewhere. Are they in the back of the booklet? I haven't seen any so far. We have some stickerage. Okay. What? I beg your pardon? I weigh, a 14 stone, no heavier. Or I need to do to stop eating all these salads Celia has me on. Now, is that 14 when you've been out in the sun and dried out a bit? Or is that before lunch? Door. I'll just put that one back to front of my click. It's that way round, I want it. There we go. And you need 1 of you. And that goes on to there. Another 1 of them. With you. And you on the front there. You go into there. you and you. And then put the other door sticker on. So as it's too early to say what, well, you suppose you can say what you're having for your din-dins tonight. I had a nice lunch where I had a fried piece of chicken with chips and sausages wrapped in bacon. Now that was a nice lunch. That's it. That's it. We need 3 of these little dudes. There. Onto there. And you onto there. Right. And then we have Mr. Troublemaker Bricks joining us, 1706, and he's saying hi there. Well, hello, Mr. Troublemaker. Welcome to the stream. I think you're new to my channel, I think. Welcome in, have a chat with everybody. They're usually quite friendly. We make allowances for Panzer Cat, though, if he's still watching. Because he's Scottish. Athel, he's not bad, really. You go to there. One of these round ones first. Red ink. Yeah, it's a red brick. Here's a red one. There. We want 2 of them. And I want you want there like so. Well, good to meet you. You obviously like building Lego. Now I don't just build normal Lego. I build off-brand stuff as well. And then that's just on Mondays, and I do this mainly so that my kids can sit and watch. Sticker number 2. This will be it. Yep, on there. I hope to see you around a bit more often. I mean, I stream Mondays, Tuesday evenings at 10 o'clock, and Friday evenings at 10 o'clock. And then occasionally I might just do a really long stream, depending how or what I get up to. So yeah, occasionally it can end up being like an 11-hour stream, depending on who's on with me. Because I do allow people that come in to the stream once I've known them for a while to come and join live on stream. Now we turn around and we want you two on there, and there, and then you. We have one of you in it. Like so. You into there. And then you. Go across there, and then you. On the top. And you on the top of this one. Like that, and then we need two of them. Well, I suppose in a way, a lot of people build the second party bricks, or they build other variants of the brick because it's in some cases a lot cheaper to do, and a lot of the other subsets are very good quality builds. I mean, like the one I built last week, which is this thing. It's a mixture of Technic and other Lego pieces, and the quality of it is really, really nice. But then that's a basic one. But then you've got this one, which has a hell of a lot more detail to it, which is known as a Ducato instead of a Ducati. And the quality of these kits are pretty darn good. And you've got moving pistons and everything in the engine blocks and everything like that. So I have absolutely no issue with the second party bricks, or what you call them. I mean, another one of mine is this tank. So yeah, I mean, they're just as good quality. And then I also built some of the half scale bricks as well as the micro bricks. So that's the half scale one, mini. And who can't fall in love with a little mini? And sort of quality of that, even the seats and everything move inside, and the doors open and shut. I think even the boot opens. So yeah, you can't argue with some of the off brands. I mean, I do like building like the Ospreys and everything like that I built. I build a lot of the ship ones, and I've got a few F1 cars that I like building, and where the qualities of the F1 brands or the F1 cars, yes, they do have some slightly different pieces in them compared to the ones that you get from Lego. So I was looking at the differences between the Lego version and the ones that I've built, and yet there's other parts that are exactly the same. But where you go into the Lego shop, it's £200 for a Jordan or Ferrari or the other one that's there. I think it's either supposed to be along the lines of the Red Bull one. They're wanting £200 for those. Now, the ones that I get, which are just as good, this is the Patronus one, and it has full working suspension on front and rear. You can pick that up from there, and it has the working piston engine in it. So when you move the rear, it must have, I've disconnected at the moment, but yeah, it does move the pistons up and down. As you can see there, they are moving. So yeah, I just knocked something off there. I will stick that back on in a minute. Something's just dropped down, but I'll pick it up a little bit and put it on. It's part of the actual thing there. So yeah, I mean, I have no qualms with them. I think they're exceptionally good little kits to have. And at quarter the price. You got Rebo Day said, I did a mock Lego Airwolf and Johnny 5. And Wayne said, was he alive? Johnny 5 is alive. So yeah, hope to see you around in chat more often. and I hope you enjoy the content. You got Mark said a lot of the brick kits are normally designed for Lego too, but don't get chosen, so they sell them with other companies. Not totally speaking. I mean, any of the military kits, Lego won't touch them anyway. They never do. I mean, I was surprised when the fact that they're actually doing the helicarrier from Avengers, and they did the Quinjet, because in a way they could be classed as a military aircraft, and they did the Osprey as well, which they did as a Coast Guard variant, purely to get round the fact that for military purposes. But yeah, they won't actually touch anything military, and that's why I generally use or buy the other types, because they're the only ones that actually do them. Okay, now we need you and you wanted it like so. You go through like so. You there. You all the way through. And then into one of them. And red brick on top. Then we've got Afsan and Lippert, and I only build Kobe fast jets as well as Warhammer Space Marines. But you can actually get some Warhammer Schlego as well. That's what you'll hear me calling Lego, but the off-brand stuff I call it Schlego, just the thing that I do, and most people recognise me for it. Then we've got River saying he was alive till I dropped him. Now he's disassembled, lol. Then we've got Troll saying, gotta go, take it easy, everyone. And then we're saying goodbye to TC. And yeah, well, thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far. And hope to see you again. You go into there. And then that goes onto there. Like so. Next up, I'm probably not going to need him. I'll put him in there for the time being. Is red, blue, you, and you. That one, one. Not way around. And you into there. And then you join onto there. Little drum kit. Next up, we need you and you. So put you on top of there, and then put you onto there. And we want half arch. And you, we need you to go onto his little flame. Like so. And put you onto there. And you then go onto there. Now I've probably made a mistake there, so I'm going to have to change that one over, because that is the wrong way up. I just noticed it. It needs to be the other way around, because no doubt, no my luck, something's going to go on there later on, and it's not going to be the right way around if I left it there like that and carried on building. So I'll change it around anyway for the time being. Next we need the 3 blocks going across there like so. And you want bricky block. And the 2 on. So and you want you, and then a 3. You going across there like so, and now 3 up to there. On these blue tabs in there. And you onto there, and then you. And then we've got this troll in the dungeon. And then we have Mr. 12 sticker. There we go. And he goes on there. So that's where we got to on this one. And that's obviously represents his, well, his club. So next we have, we need that one, and that one, and a double. Oh, missed one. Need a single in that double, and then you go on the back. And then we have the other double. And then that goes onto here, like so. And then we have some more spare parts into the muggy goal. Next up, we need a bag 4. Well, we're not doing too bad. 11 bags to go after these. How long we've been going for so far? Well, nearly 2 hours. So, yeah, not too bad. But then again, I have stopped and done other things as well, so it's not surprising really. Now, the only reason why I sort parts there just to make my life a little bit easier, especially when I don't have, I would say, adequate lighting really, because as I said, I'm relying on the little LEDs from underneath there, and they're like a blue colour, so yeah, it doesn't make it any easier at times. But hey ho, it's all fun and games. There. Big. More little bits. Okay. Let's see. First of all, we need you. One of you. And put on the wrong side. We have on that side. And we want sticker number 10, which is there. It's fluffy. There we go, that's fluffy. Now he goes onto he goes back on the other side there. Like so. And we need you, two of you, one bottom, one top, and you are going onto there. Next is these two, and one there, and then the flat plate one goes there in the middle. And we want two of these, one of those little dudes, and he wants to go there, and then one there. Come here. One there. And I think, oh, got that the wrong way around. There we go. So I've got 3 different coloured figures on there. Okay. Next up, we need the what is my tablet doing going at me now? Bed. There it is. So that goes on to there. We got the brown piece. Like so. Undo. You first, and you go on the end here. Undo. Oops, that way for some reason. We'll find out in a minute, no doubt. Okay. you. And then we want the black pin. There it is. You go into there like so. And then we want the 2 blue pieces. That, we'll put you into there like so. And one red piece, and then that one. And then that goes there. You and the window. You go there. Hopefully it's the right way around. Should be. Next we want you to you, and then you on top of there. Got one saying, going to have to go, has got to take daughter to her private dance lesson. Well, have fun. I'm sure that'll be an extreme strain for you, eyeing up all the mums. Wait. I'm sure you'll be able to cope. Okay, next we need on red bit. You. And you go into there, like so. I'm supposed to go in there first, are you? Like so, and then you go onto there. And then you go on there. Because obviously I think at some point or other the owl flaps his wings as well, I think, on this thing. I'm not sure. I think it does. We'll find out later on, no doubt. Next we have you and you and one of you. And we need that one to go that way. And you and that. And that onto there. Cover. That one way up, no. That onto there, that onto there. And you onto there. Next we need this one going over that way. Right round thing goes over there like to lock it into place. You into there. And up. And then that one onto there. Mm-hmm. I've missed out one. Oh, there we go. We missed you. There we go. You want to there. Okay. And this no doubt attaches somewhere around there. We'll see in a minute. Turn that in, and this goes that way around. Shoe. Next up, we need you to attach. Oh, that's all missing. Some of these other blocks I've missed a page. I have. We've missed a page. And they definitely missed something. It's meant to do with that one. Yep, also. So that goes onto there. That one has that on it. It goes on the end. But then we've got one missing underneath there. And that black through as well. And then that there. And that goes onto there. And single block goes into there. And that's what we're all missing. There we go. Next we need that brown block, that one going into there, and a flat blue going onto there, and that brown blue going onto there, that one going onto there. Okay. Right, back in a second. I'm just going to go just wait quickly and I'll be back. That feels better. Oh. So, where are we up to? There we are. So we need that one, and one of them. this end. What are we on now? 2 hours, so we'll probably finish in a minute. We'll finish off this bag, and then I'll call it a night. I'll call it a day for this one, and then we'll start again on it next Monday. So first of all, we need you to go along the front here, like so. So as you can see, we've got supposedly the toilets. I reckon these are supposed to be, aren't they? Where the troll comes into the toilet. And we need one of them. You want there. We need two, and another one of you onto there. Then that one, and you in the middle. And you're going to go across the top of all of them. So first of all, we need you on there, you on there. And these three. 1, 2, and 3. And it's going to be you on there, like so. That one's going to go onto there. You in soon. That. So, and then we'll put you on there. You on there, and you go onto there. And then we have you, all these go along here. And now this clever. Okay, so when you turn that, it actually knocks that out. Different. We'll put that in there. And then we want that sticker. And this one goes onto here. Like so. And then we've got the little bit spare. So there we go. Put them in there so they don't get lost. So far, we've done that. And this is no doubt going to go onto there at some point. Which it does, and it goes on now. So that's where we have literally got up to. So we've got this end of the bottom piece done. Main chessboard section there. And we've got the Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone tile there and the HP tile there. So yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. How this works into it later on, I haven't got a Scooby. But we'll change camera quickly. And there we go. So yeah, there you can see a bit better. Here's we got to so far. And yeah, basically there'll be a way at somewhere turning this little thing here and it knocks that wall out, which is quite, I thought, very different. And it opens up the troll in the bathrooms. So yeah, so that's where we're going to leave that there. Somebody knocking at my door. Hang on a second. There we go. So yeah, I will say bye-bye for now. Take care, stay safe, and